back in Atlanta and shiny as hell because I have just gotten off of a flight after working all day, but I am excited as hell because I'm here to shoot Welcome to the 40s for the second round of weekends, and it is amazing. And look at my room. How pretty. First of all, let's start in the bathroom. Oh my God. If I can find the light switch, like, rest in peace. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh man. Your girl is struggling, but I will show you everything. Probably better in the morning, but this mirror with LED lighting, so pretty. Oh, Aveda did the soap. Yes. I love Aveda. Beautiful shower. Looks like there's a light in there if I can figure out how to turn it on. Oh, idiot. Just found the light switches, guys. Hey, you think I need to sleep? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Yay, me. But I will say, getting here, I had the most beautiful conversation with an Uber driver who is actually a surrogate. And I thought that was so cool, especially nowadays when so many people are, more honest about infertility and needing a little more help. And I think it's so beautiful, the gift that she gives to other people, including this lovely gay couple that she gave birth to their twins, which is so cool. But look at this. I even just love the style. So, back in Atlanta shooting. I will try to take some footage while I roam around tomorrow because I have about a day in between everything. So I'm going to try to go eat, get a massage, do some fun stuff. We'll see what's open in a semi-post-vaccinated COVID time. And missed you guys. Let's begin the vlog. These smell amazing. And how cute is this little box? I love that they have a makeup remover, which I will definitely be using later. But I went and bought my own just to be on the safe side. So, I do apologize in advance for my hair, but you guys know it's when I am. So, we're gonna take our makeup off because we're about to pass out. But I was thinking, it's Memorial Day weekend, and as always, we're all thinking like barbecue, vacation, drinking with friends, especially after last year, COVID, everything. Oh, let me say it. I can't say that word because you're gonna get demonetized. Hello from the bathroom. So I'm gonna get ready and take all my makeup off because it is 1 o'clock in the morning, so you can get unready with me. And I figured I'd catch up and do a little talk since a lot has changed. I have moved out of Atlanta. I am back in South Florida, which I'm not gonna lie, I do love. It wasn't 100% the original plan, but at the same time, with COVID, applying for jobs, trying to make things work, things just were not falling into place like they normally do. And I'm a big person on signs, and when you've applied to over 200 jobs between, I applied in Atlanta, New York, and South Florida, and got multiple rounds of interviews in Atlanta, multiple rounds of interviews in Florida, and then silence in Atlanta. Got called a couple people in New York, then silence, frustration, finding out basically that people wanted to hire but then were overwhelmed because they've never been an HR person before and now they're doing it. And a job popped up in Florida and I took it. And overall, like, great company, great people. But the one thing I am struggling with is the fact that through and through, I am an actor. I am my most me when I'm performing. Being on set, just being in the zone, I just feel alive. And if you've ever had anything that just makes your heart sing, like, so many people always talk about just the love you feel when you have a child. And while I wouldn't say I can relate because I haven't had a child, but just performing makes my heart just feel like it's like bursting into the world and just spreading joy. Whether the character is conniving and terrible or fine and happy, a nurturing nurse, or a compassionate parent, or a cutthroat lawyer, I love it all. And I always say with characters, just like with people, we can't really judge them because we don't know their story. And so often I think people want to sit there and like see the worst in everyone and everything. But I think after everything that happened last year, it's like the perfect time to just look at people and try to give them, you know, just a little leeway. I know there are some terrible people out there. I'm not going to deny that. But I also don't think everyone is without recovery or a chance to prove themselves. And now if someone has been consistently toxic and always apologizes and then goes back and does the same thing, then that's a pattern and you need to escape. But I will say, last year I got a lot of clarity even in my own self with relationships after being in a really crappy one. And then it hit me that it was mirroring part of my childhood and everything fell into place. And I thought, this is why I keep seeing and meeting these similar people. Like, no matter how much I would try to date a guy that wasn't like this one person in my life, it seemed like I kept mirroring those people who were toxic, emotionally unavailable, love bomb you, and then 180 on you and try to tear apart everything that you do, while also competing with you and trying to copy everything you do, which is incredibly uncomfortable and awkward and a totally other story. But I just always wanted someone that was their own person, had their own interests, was passionate. I could support them. They supported me wholeheartedly, that we build a life together and we go out and try to make the world a better place. Even if it's just saying hi to the freaking people that you work with in the building and just like, you know, giving money to someone because you can tell they're down and just trusting the fact that, you know what, if he's going to spend it on whatever, beer, I don't care. It's not my problem, but I did my part to at least try to help this person. And I realized this past year that was what was making me so depressed. I just missed performing and being authentically me without dealing with racism and sexism and bullshit. Because in my last job, it was so toxic. The work environment was so ridiculous that I was dealing with like ageism constantly. I was dealing with rude comments about, well, you know, this should have been expected, when other people were being allowed to come and go as they pleased, and I was expected to put in over 60 hours when no one else was. Everyone else would come in at 10 or sometimes 12:30. I was there every day at 8 and was expected to stay until 8 o'clock because some people didn't want to show up until 4 or respond to their email until 4, which is insane. And the quality of life went down. I gained 30 pounds in 3 months. Yeah. So to say I was depressed, stressed, overworked, constant state of panic is an understatement. And throughout this year, I've just really 100% learned to love the hell out of myself. To be so authentically me and not care about anything anyone says, anything anyone's feedback. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, I'll take the parts that I agree with, and the rest I am throwing away. I am not holding on to everyone's baggage. I am not going to be overly empathetic in every situation. I am learning to protect myself and to know that I am truly loved and worthy enough to just be, and to say no to people, because I have a terrible, terrible habit of just saying yes to everything when I really should say no. And it's been hard, I will admit, but once you start to say no to things that you don't want to do, it gets so easy. It's like, why didn't I do this ages ago? Like, I just think about how many things I probably could have accomplished. Like, I could have written a great work of art by now. I could have had 2 screenplays. I could have hung out with Issa Rae. We could have been besties by now. I'd be working with her on HBO right now. But instead, I'm trying to get there. And you know what? It's not the end of the world. I'll still probably get there. But it's frustrating when you think back and you think, what could I have done with all the energy I put into people who never loved or cared about me? What if I would have loved myself enough to work on me instead of trying to get happiness through other people? And I hope that makes sense. If you do, leave a comment below if you can relate to that. If you don't, it's okay. Maybe it'll hit you one day. But I'm going to bed because I'm super tired, and I hope you enjoyed this chat. I will catch up with you guys more tomorrow. Night. love that you don't have to freeze while you're waiting on the water to warm up. Brilliant. Little OOTD, Nike sneakers, my loud lime green socks, this fabulous skirt that I cannot remember the store. I want to say it's like Verona or something like that. Forever 21 bodysuit. And then these earrings that I got at, let me flip the camera. Hold, please. And then these fabulous earrings by Julie Voss. If you really just want like super unique pieces, you have to go to an art museum. Like I just find the coolest jewelry every time I go and look in their gift shop, and I always end up buying like really nice stuff. And then this necklace I got in Tulum. But let's go get some food. The thing I will say about this hotel is it is a fucking maze. Me and this couple last night were roaming around trying to find the elevators to get upstairs, because there's an elevator that takes you from the first floor to the second. And then you have to go around to the left, and then there's a second bank of elevators that will take you all the way up to, I think, the 8th floor. And basically, we didn't know that because the guy didn't explain that, so we're just like circling around the second floor trying to find floor 4 and 5 like a crazy person. Literally in a maze. Like, there's a set of stairs. They're gorgeous, but I'm like scared to use them because I just remember in school there's a set of stairs that were old and wooden and we weren't allowed to use them. So I'm still like, when you see a really pretty set of stairs, I'm like, is it decoration or are we actually allowed to use this as a function? But I did pretty good. Pretty impressed. So I'm about to leave the hotel since checkout's noon and I don't have to be there until 3, but I guess I'll show up early and see if they need help with anything. But how cool is this backlighting? Like, I can't get over it. And then I actually did sit on this couch and read a little bit last night, and it's really comfortable. So if you're gonna stay anywhere, I definitely say Indigo downtown. It's like a good little spot. It was very quiet, which is amazing. I've occasionally heard people laughing and drinking in the hallway or whatever, but no big deal. That's just the usual when you go on a girls trip or whatever. But other than that, pretty really chill environment. The only thing I will say that kind of sucks, the restaurant downstairs, I ended up not going to because it's only open from 4 to 9, which I like to be able to go down and like have breakfast and not have to look for a place. That's kind of one of the things like I enjoy about being in certain hotels. So if you were looking for a place where you could eat breakfast at, this isn't it. You're gonna have to go somewhere else, but I mean, other than that, not bad. Just waiting for everyone to get here so we can get started with hair and makeup, and Sound just got here, so I'm super excited. Wardrobe change. Let's go. She's still in action, killing it with the hair and makeup. That concludes my 48 hours in Atlanta video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!